Week 14 is now in the books. We're starting to get a little clear picture who we think the playoffs are going to be. We had some really good, exciting games. Thank you for joining me again on FTB Sports, and this is Through the Table. Hello, everybody, and welcome to FTB Sports Through the Table for Week 14. Um, Bringing here co-host Mr. Donnie Shoemaker. Donnie, my friend, how are you
Thank you, Britt.
doing?
Oh man, awesome.
What?
One this next weekend's going to be Christmas, so this is the best time for football, I think, between
Dude,
Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I'm pretty excited.
excellent, excellent. Well, glad to have you back, and
Appreciate you.
we're going to bring in a very special guest, my friend uh, from Texas. He has since moved, but Stubbs,
Hey,
how are you
What
doing, my
up?
friend?
good. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, man. How do you enjoy the Week 14
Week
goings on in the NFL?
week 14 was pretty good. A couple, you know, couple flip flops.
Dude,
Uh,
yep.
some teams won that didn't think we're gonna win, but did. And some really close ones. Some really boneheaded ones. Almost
Mm,
slipped through their teeth.
yep.
Um,
Well, with that, we'll get right into it. The scores, we'll go through these a bit quicker so we can, like we gave a little spoiler for last week, going to go over playoffs. So games, we can run through, except for the special games. But Pittsburgh, Minnesota, man, yeah, I really enjoyed this game.
I mean,
What do you guys think? It was 28-36 Minnesota.
if you're Mike Zimmer, do you like look at yourself and you go, "Hey, maybe I will be on a different team next year"?
you know,
Because you go from 26-0 at the end of the third, and then all of a
Oh,
sudden, like you're a touchdown away from losing in the fourth quarter.
I know, dude. Minnesota's up at halftime, 23-0. Um, and then Delvin Cook, my God, you had the Delvin Cook show, and it still almost was like, dude, how did we let him into this game?
Well, I mean, what, he hurt his shoulder? I saw a meme, right? It was like Michael Jordan's flu game, and then
Oh,
Delvin Cook's shoulder game, beats it up 205. Man, that's really
oh,
impressive. He is a very good runner, but it's just like, dang, man. Maybe you should hurt his other shoulder the next, this week, so he can go into next week going strong.
yeah.
yeah. Anything stand out for you, Code? Just
Uh,
Delvin Cook, good, huh?
Nah, I thought the Steelers were gonna take it, but we couldn't stop that run game.
Dude, hard to stop that run game. Yeah, uh, yeah,
You wear
but
out the defense real quick with just back to back to back to back runs. So
dude, it was nice to see because I'm a big fan. Najee Harris had himself a good day, 20 carries, 94 yards, and a touchdown. I mean,
right,
it kind of got overshadowed by the Cook show,
yeah.
but I
Dude, they were
mean,
running it in there.
goodness, that and then
But how
next.
do you let it slip that far?
Man,
Like
Question's got to be asked, right? Zimmer, he's supposed to be a defensive minded coach anyway, right? Like this shouldn't happen.
you change the game plan, obviously, because there's no way that happens like that.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, for Pittsburgh scoring 21 in the last quarter, I mean, they had some fights still in them. But
Yeah. They had it going, and they got Baltimore coming up at the end of the season, and I have a feeling that game is going to be very important.
I am.
Um, we had a 27-20 final. Dallas Cowboys beat Washington. Dallas just, I mean, this game was all Dallas. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean,
Washington had nothing for them.
yeah,
24-0 at halftime. Washington fumbles and interception. 3 turnovers in the first half.
and,
And then each had a turnover in the second half.
yeah.
What's your thoughts? I mean, I don't. I said it last week and it didn't work. I'm like not trying to be a hater and everything, but like another unimpressive win from the Cowboys.
True, true.
But I mean,
I
because
was,
Dak doesn't look impressive. Zeke is supposed to be their featured back.
yeah.
So, I mean, you can tell me more about that. Is this a coach problem? Do we have problems with Mike McCarthy?
I don't think it's McCarthy. I mean, some can blame it on the play calls. Okay, maybe Kellen Moore isn't, making the right decisions on third down or what have you, or in certain field positions, running it or going for it on 4th and 5 when you know you could have made the first on third. So that's a hard call. I mean, I think being up 24-0 at half, they came in the second half kind of complacent. I mean, our defense still kind of held strong for the most part, but
Got that pick six.
Yeah.
I know, man.
Yeah,
They're firing on all cylinders.
Yeah.
I
our
just hate
defense.
that how they end. It's another punt field goal situation, and I mean, going in the playoff, that is a little scary.
You
Yeah.
have to you have to score more than 3 points in the third quarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
because the
Yeah.
third quarter's
you're
very
You get
important,
Elliott
like starting
running.
a game.
Was it like a little over 4 yards per carry? And
He had 45 yards, man.
3 and some dust, I get it. But like, come on. He's an elite running back. You need him to get on the ground and run that ball.
I think our O line needs to readjust and figure out. I mean, I think Tyrone Smith got hurt late in the game, pulled him out. So I don't know how that's going to affect everything, but they definitely need to step up if they want to make it past one game in the playoffs like we have in previous years. So
Right. What's since you are a fan and everything, like as far as like just looking at the roster, like is this a roster you're happy with? You think they've put together a good enough roster, and like you are baffled and you're struggling with how is life so difficult?
right.
So like you believe in the team.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
You don't have a player
Potential.
performance issue, like nothing like that. Just
They just have to fire on all cylinders, man.
yeah,
Like, defense is holding up their end. Every game you can see with I forget what the stat line is for interceptions and all that. I think what Diggs has like 8 or 9.
dude. No, Diggs is very good, man.
And Parsons just killing them.
I've seen a lot of Diggs from University of Alabama.
All right.
So he's very good, having a really, really good year. It's almost like every game you watch, you're going to see a Diggs pick.
Oh, yeah, beside the ball, though. McLaurin's back, right? You guys see that? Anybody interested in that? I know.
Yeah, man. His interception.
Watch. Yeah, he's killing it.
This segment's called The Star, not
I'm sorry.
football team schedule. Or
that one guy that sounds like McLaurin, maybe he did good. I don't know, but like you know what I'm saying. Look, Dallas is making it to the playoff, but you got to give love to the other side too.
Right here we go. My mom pops in. She's loving the reunion.
Those guys are the biggest boosters. I mean, straight up, I love you guys so much.
Right.
In a minute.
Here's my pops. More Texans. Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we go. Dad wants some love for Micah Parsons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, they were talking about that there hasn't been a rookie that won Defensive Player of the Year since Taylor.
Yeah, because you really got to put in effort for them for people to see. Because it's easy to see offense, but when as far as the defense is concerned, like you really got to show some skill, and that's
Right.
unfortunate. But man, defense makes a team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Well, thank you, Cody. Your little insight to how you feel about the team.
yeah. They just keep
Respect for
picking up.
that.
I mean,
Yeah. No, I know how that feels
receivers
being
got
a
bad.
supporter of club
Yeah, receivers
that
got
I love.
quarterbacks got to throw the right
I,
spot.
Yeah.
I guess the only difference is that Code's team's winning.
Right. Jacksonville got blanked by Tennessee.
Yeah,
0 to
They're
20.
eliminated for sure right now.
Jack Jacksonville 8 yards rushing.
Like, how do you go from
Like,
being like
dude.
top 5 running back, like as far as Robinson's concerned, to going on a team who's running like that? I know it's not just him, but
Right.
like, come on now.
And then we got 4 interceptions for the mighty
I
Titans.
guess that
Trevor
missing
Lawrence.
was it who was it Minshew. I guess they're really missing him.
I guess so, right? But uh Seattle 33-13. I mean, I guess if you're Seattle, I guess you're still in the hunt for a wild card. You got to win out. There's 4 games left. You're 3 games behind.
Yeah, but being
So
in
you're pretty much already out, but mathematically we can eliminate you.
right.
They have the components to make it.
Yeah, that was a bad game. Punts,
Mixon's
field
failing.
goals. I mean,
I know.
it started off not too bad. They exchanged punts, field goals, and touchdowns on the first 6 drives of the game, but then Seattle was just like, Houston, you are not that good, and
Well,
Houston was trash in the
They're
second
not.
half.
well,
Like
yeah,
that's the thing. You're playing an opponent that really isn't that good, so it shouldn't
yeah.
even been that
You
close.
happy with that win? You know.
Seattle, I'm
I
happy with any
I guess
win.
like
I'm
it's,
happy with any win
yeah.
if you're Seattle, you
I guess
get.
If you're Vin Diesel, wins a win, but like you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, you have the Mixon. You know what I'm saying? You have Higby
yeah.
and Burrow.
Well, he
I'm
was
not
out for
saying he's.
COVID.
I know. Okay, fair enough. But Burrow is supposed to be like the guy. I mean, I'm not saying he's not, but he's decent enough to push the team forward. They should have crushed Houston.
Yeah.
Right. There we go. Sending some love. And yeah, my dad agrees with you. That might be a stretch. Rookie of the year. That's tough. But,
It's
Might go to
tough.
Diggs.
they're called dreams for a reason, right? Yeah. um, Las Vegas got embarrassed by Kansas City, 48-9.
Is embarrassed the right word? I mean, they
Yeah.
got crushed, man. It looked like they didn't
Dude,
even want to
the
put up a
Raiders can't
fight.
even hold on to the football.
I mean, Derek Carr's looking at his hands, going like, "Do I know how to throw the ball?"
Yeah, for real.
They were struggling, but also Kansas City's defense was playing above par,
Oh,
100
dude,
hundred
this is
percent.
their third straight game allowing less than 10 points.
They had what? Pick six,
Numbers.
multiple sacks, multiple interceptions. I mean, anything the Raiders could throw at them, they knew, and they stuffed it.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later, but I think Kansas City would have a shot at getting #1 seed if it wasn't for their remaining schedule. Because New England has a cake schedule, save for the Buffalo game. They still play Miami again. They play the Jets again. Um,
And the structure.
and they play
The,
a couple.
the Patriots structure is set up for a winning quarterback.
Yeah, and they play a couple. They play 2 other really really easy,
Dang.
another easy team. But yeah,
Well,
Kansas City, they're informed that they have nothing to worry about as far as whatever. Raiders are not good. It's a shame again. I mean, they're
I mean,
not
you
out of
spend all
it.
that
They're
money,
not out
right?
of it.
So much money on that stadium, and then you still got Derek Carr throwing the ball. Like the
Hey,
second he lost that game in Oakland
that's who
the
Chucky
last season,
wants. That's who
like
Chucky
I'm
wanted.
sorry, it's time to go.
Chucky made that call. I mean, he gone now, but
Oh yeah.
Who's the next guy to go?
New Orleans 30-9 over the Jets. New Orleans' first win since week 8.
That's rough.
Like, that's
I know.
insane. Out of a
I know.
Sean Payton team.
I know viewers aren't gonna
Wow.
like this. The Jets are legit Jets, right? But I'm glad the Saints kind of pulled it off because man, they've been struggling so bad.
Yeah. Well, it's not like, I mean, no, they didn't have to look impressive. The Jets could not move the ball.
Right.
Their only big drives, they got a field goals and touchdowns. The touchdown or I think a touchdown, a field goal, and then field goal, then the touchdown, missed the 2-point conversion.
All I know is
Outside of those
Kamar's
two
back, right?
drives.
Y'all see that? Kamar's back.
Oh yeah,
Man,
Kamara's back.
he's carrying the ball. You see this?
Oh,
And then the break. Yeah. The dude's a G, man.
right. Well, Ed
Right.
Taysom
Killing
Hill, you know, he didn't have any touchdowns, but I mean,
He
I'm not
is that
I'm not
kind of
a
yeah.
he's a wrinkle. He's a cool little trick. I am not
A cool little
impressed.
trick. You're not giving him
Yeah.
enough credit. The dude's
He's a
a
cool
G,
little
man.
trick.
He has talent, but he's not the talent that needs to be the quarterback. You know.
yeah, I mean, he was good as like the flex, like throwing a trick play here and there.
That's what I just
behind-
He's a running
said.
quarterback. Yeah, he
behind
is.
Brady, but I mean, yeah.
So
Yeah,
did they draft
I
a
think it's
quarterback
like
next year? They go with Winston again.
right. It's either gonna
They
be the whole
they'll
quarterback.
have to figure it out. They'll have to figure it out. This next game was kind of interesting, and I'm Atlanta 29 over Carolina 21. Atlanta had a pick 6 in that game.
I was mad
Carolina
about that
did climb
game.
back into this game. I'll give
I
them,
know they did.
but then Carolina fumbles. Atlanta turns that into a touchdown.
Right.
Carolina takes a fumble from Atlanta and turned it into a touchdown for them. So
Right.
they answered it. But still, I mean, I don't think they're very good. They played well in spots. Cam Newton got benched.
Yeah, he
again.
did, right? And then he got pulled. He was like, "All right, okay, put him back in." That's the thing.
Yeah,
They don't know where they're
both of
going
them,
right now,
both Carolina quarterbacks threw 2 picks.
and that's against Atlanta. Like that should be a team that you should have practice and see where your team's going.
You play them twice every year.
Yeah.
But that could be why it was so close. I know we'll talk about both of these teams again later. Baltimore 22-24 over Cleveland. I thought this was a very, very important game. Crazy. This is Baltimore's their second straight division loss. They haven't lost 2 consecutive division games since 2016.
Well, Jackson got hurt too. I mean, he was toted out on a cart.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, but how does that? What's that mean? Cleveland jumped out to a 17-0 lead.
oh no, Cleveland's legit.
What's that have to do with
They're the
Jackson?
best team ever.
You can't blame
just don't
Lamar
know it yet.
Jackson
Right.
or his injury. You already losing. You came out of the gate losing. You were down 0-17.
You see the news came out today for Mayfield
No.
pulled for COVID.
Oh, there's a lot.
It's all right. They have Chubb. It's all good. You just got to hand the ball off
Right.
to him, and then he'll make it in the end zone.
But
Yeah.
Baltimore's fluttering. They opened the second half with that fumble. Like Baltimore, what is their problem? I mean, it's like if they go how Lamar Jackson goes.
I think it's cockiness, honestly, because right when he is very very talented, very talented.
I
I'm
don't
not
see
harshing
anything
on him at all.
cocky out of Lamar Jackson.
I feel like
No,
when
but it's
on
the
the
team in
field,
general.
kind of swagger because it's like okay, we got him.
Swagger's a better word.
You
okay.
gotta have
Coach
that,
over here
though.
giving the better word. I know, and I
You
do
got
get
to
that.
have it.
but you go from pretty much almost making it to the Super Bowl 2 years ago, then flopping out last year, and then
And
coming into
it's
this year
happening.
really, really
I mean, it's not
struggling,
happening again.
going on a run where you're making some plays, you're winning, and then this happens. Who's gonna throw the ball now? Who's running the ball? You got Marquise Brown catching the ball. That's
No, I know. I'm not.
I
I
mean,
mean,
and I'm not hating because honestly, I think Baltimore's one of those teams that people look at and like unfortunately
really
kind of
good.
pass
I
over,
think they're falling apart.
but they are very good. They're a
yeah,
And
strong defense.
just like Kansas City looked at the beginning of the year, that's kind of how Baltimore's looking right now.
I think Devonta Freeman just has to pull it back to a couple years ago when he was one of the lead rushing backs.
Right, Atlanta, he
Oh,
was
It's,
killing it, man.
hold on. We
Good.
figured it out.
No, I
Here's
saw
here's
that. I
here's the
saw
problem.
that.
There's no Trace McSorley there to back up Lamar, and now that's Baltimore's. Well, you heard it, general
You heard it here
manager, front
first.
office of Baltimore.
Okay.
Go get Trace McSorley back,
yeah,
and everything's going to be great.
contention.
As always, people in the comments, thank you all. Thank you for participating. We love the interaction. Tell us your opinions on teams and games and stuff like that. Every time a comment pops up, man, I look at it. If you're talking amongst yourself, it may not make the board because I'm not putting that up. That's just for y'all. But you put up contribution, it goes up too. Giants again, they don't look good at all. They lose 21-37. Chargers,
Okay.
all Chargers in the first half, 17 or 7-24 at the halftime. New
Do you
York.
know the words Herbert? You guys know that word? I
Well,
didn't
that
know
has
if you
nothing to
do.
do with New York turning the ball over on downs and then
Oh
fumbling.
no, I'm talking about the points scored by the Chargers.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't know. I didn't know if you knew that word.
no, I
Okay.
do. I do.
I'm
We're
just
going.
playing.
We'll
That
talk
kid,
You
about.
playing the
Let's go
Giants. I
talk
get
about the
it.
Giants first, since they're in competition with our buddy here, because he might have something to tell you about the Giants. What's
The Giants
why
are in
they're
last
trash.
place in that division.
I
No,
I
will.
he
mean, if
can make it.
anything, the Eagles are the people that need to be scaring you.
Yeah, that's for sure. And it's and we, the Cowboys cannot have that mindset coming in this week either. Oh, it's the Giants because what are you gonna get
Right.
spanked?
Yeah, you see them twice a year. What is with the Giants? What's with the Giants?
I
They
don't know.
really don't have a good team put together. If Barkley and a bunch of other people, it's
Right.
pretty much, and that doesn't win you football games. Is that how you guys view
Uh,
the Giants?
yeah, I mean,
I'm not saying you want your team to make that mentality, but is that how you kind of feel like that
yeah, I
deep
want to be
down
like, okay, we
inside?
can blow by these guys, but they have to
Yeah.
play. Like,
Big impressive win. Put that game in prime time. Watch the Cowboys score a bunch of points, dude. Ratings through the roof.
they need to knock them out. But
Right?
I don't know.
Well, as
Maybe
soon
they'll
as
get it
Pollard
together.
starts running like 5.6 yards a carry, you're set, man. Then
Right.
Zeke can sit on the bench.
Then you got the dual backs going.
Poland
But
plays for the Giants or the Chargers?
I'm talking about Dallas. Okay.
I
I'm
mean,
hating.
in terms
Oh
of charge,
no, I get it. I get
I
it.
don't know. That quarterback is special.
Oh, he he is a
I think
special
well,
kid, isn't he?
I saw it like the first game of the season. I was like, I think it was a preseason game against the Cowboys. I was like, this kid's good.
You
What's
you
his
you,
name?
you know when somebody got it right. Herbert.
Oh, really? Is that his
Yeah.
name?
That's what
Oh,
you
okay.
Yeah, you were talking about him. When we were
He's the
talking about
best ever, dude. I'm telling you, he's
stop
gonna
it,
be
dude.
Tom Brady
Stop it.
esque, bro.
Stop.
He is.
No, this ain't
Yes, he
no.
is,
No, get
dude.
that out of
He's
here.
killing it.
Get
chips. Yeah,
that out of here,
Yeah.
dude.
Okay. I'm just saying.
you went silent.
Whenever
What
when
was
we
that?
talk,
You cut out, bud.
I know. Sorry, it says host has muted you. I'm sorry. I didn't remember that. I guess that was just a blip on the screen. But anyway, I'm just saying. Just remember this. Remember this conversation next year when I win the work league with Herbert. By the way, just saying that, give it up for these two guys, man. First, second place in my fantasy league. You guys, amazing, amazing.
Hey,
Best
we know how to draft.
forever.
I don't, because I'm in
Hey,
last place apparently.
that was the worst
Well,
place in the draft, I think. C minus.
we'll talk
You
more
got
about
a
the
chip on your shoulder,
Chargers
Cody.
later, I think.
I'm just playing you beast in it, dog.
Detroit lose again. They really messed up their perfect season the other week, dude. Made me really angry.
I know.
But they fall to Denver 10-38.
Denver.
Like, not to overdo it because I don't have Denver picked for anything,
Right.
but I mean their first two drives were impressive. You had 11 plays, 61 yards for a touchdown. 12 plays, 74 yards for a touchdown. That team gets going. I think they have a special guy running the ball. Very special. I thought Melvin Gordon had a very good game. He
Right.
Are you talking
looked
about Denver
really
as a
good.
special guy?
111 yards.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
Well, then why aren't they
Very
putting him
impressive.
out there more often? He's been struggling. He's been over there for 3 years
He
now.
had an impressive day. He had an impressive day, buddy.
He's a great running back, but they're not utilizing him how they need to be.
Right. Well,
Right.
Because when he was on the Chargers, he was moving the ball.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the receiving core on there, and your highest reception yards is your tight end. You gotta beef up those wide receivers or something.
Right. Yeah. You're straight up about that because traditionally that's check down. That you're throwing check downs all day, man. Like, and he's the highest targeted. That's not good. He
Right.
shouldn't be the highest targeted. That means you're either going into the play with a real safe, which means, hey, we don't have our quarterback. We need to find a better quarterback.
Right.
I don't think that's what they were saying right there.
Yeah, Bridgewater. His stat line was all right.
The thing is like I think that what's the snicker for, Britt? You have something on your mind. Let's hear it.
No, Teddy's. No,
I know. I'm
his
sorry.
stat
I always
line's
think it's
blown
always
out of
impressive. Like
proportion.
the dude comes after like a no contract injury, so anything he can come out and boost.
Then why
I feel
is
like
the
it is a
tight
little
end the highest
impressive.
targeted?
It's because he's scared to sit in the pocket.
So it's not the play calling.
I mean, I would be too if my leg shattered because nobody touched me. I'd be scared to sit in the pocket for a long time too. And I'm not hating on the G. I really am not. I just feel like
So it's you and Dad in the
I play
rear,
him
huh?
this week. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very
But
nice.
I just feel like you throw to those checkdowns because you don't want to sit in the pocket for that long. How many times can you take that hit after
Right.
something like that?
Okay. Yeah. San Francisco gets a win in overtime against Cincinnati, 26-23. Even though I know they lost, but Cincinnati looked much better in the second half than they did in the first half. Still, I would say San Francisco deserved to win the game. They should have won the game at the end. This game should have never even gone into overtime.
Yeah.
Gold missed that 47-yard field goal.
How do you feel as a kicker, right? Like when you miss something like that, like you're looking at like everybody comes up and gives you a high five, like, "Hey, you're good, dude." But like, dang, man.
That's on you.
Yeah.
I know it is, right? Because you're looking at yourself like, "Dang, man, am I gonna get like replaced next year?"
And then Cincinnati thinks they won the game in overtime, which would be a travesty because I felt San Francisco that should have Robbie Gold makes that field goal, dude.
Every time,
I
veteran kicker,
he should have
man.
missed that. So I thought it was fitting, San Francisco gets the game-winning touchdown in overtime to win. So I thought the right team on the day won.
Right.
But I mean, nothing else out of that game. Cincinnati looked better. I don't know if they can take their second half performance and put it into momentum. They do have Kansas City still yet to play. That depending on how that game goes, I think it's the second game out. I think they play a game and then the following game is Kansas City.
Yeah,
That
You
could
really,
ruin them down the stretch if
I think
Kansas
the
City
Bengals
just
are gonna.
embarrasses them. But
you really thought San Francisco was the better team to win?
I thought they deserved to win that game. They should have won the
Why?
game at halftime because of Robbie Gould missed that field goal.
Okay.
San Francisco should have won that game in regular time.
I
I
feel
did
like
say
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati looked better in the second half, much
No, you
better.
did say that. I just feel like San Francisco has really been struggling this year, so it's surprising to hear you say that San Francisco deserved to win the game.
Yeah, because Robbie Gould would have won it at the end,
Yeah,
but he missed the field goal he makes all the time.
Every time, right? You're not in the
Yeah,
league that long if you're not making these field goals.
that's true.
right. Very, very exciting game. This next one, Chicago, Green Bay.
Oh, dude,
Oh
that was a
man,
fight. Did you see
third,
the
third,
flex on the players? They were doing that like belt thing to Aaron Rodgers.
right,
Oh
30 to 45. It's the most points in this fixture since 1955.
Gosh,
yeah, really.
Yeah,
1955.
yes, dude.
The Bears played like they were
Dude,
an elite
they
team, and
dude, they
Aaron
come
Rodgers
out.
played like he always plays. Dude's like a G, and I'm not even a big fan of Aaron Rodgers. Dude played elite status.
Oh, dude. Yeah, he did. But yeah, this game was exciting. Chicago jumps out to a 10-0 lead. So it's like, boom. But then Green Bay gets a touchdown.
Right
Boom. Pick
after,
six.
right after.
And
How's
then
that
a pick
feel as a
and a
team?
pick six. It's like,
Gosh,
oh my gosh. But then Chicago returns the punt for a touchdown.
I know.
So oh man, this just was back and forth. Back 27 to 21 at the half. Like,
Aaron's like that
dude,
cool guy at the party, right? That everybody's looking at like, that dude's the coolest dude here, man.
right.
Dude doesn't even look hesitant on his
No,
face. Nothing
no,
phases him.
full
Dude,
face.
but Justin Fields, like, I
Two
mean,
point
He is
four
back and
yards.
he is good.
18 for 33. Uh, I'd like to see a little bit more.
Maybe
Two,
less interception.
But you're
200.
fighting a team
Yeah,
that's really good. You're playing your
yeah,
opposite. Like you're pretty much, it's your arch rival.
yeah. Thirst for 224 with 2 touchdowns. Impressive. The 2 picks aren't one of them a pick six.
Right.
But yeah, and he 9 for 74 on the ground. While
Yeah,
you run it 9 times with your quarterback,
he's a
I
leading
mean,
rusher.
Matt Nagy, yeah, like no, Matt Nagy. I'm not even a fan. I don't care, and I don't have enough time to think about other teams and worry about them. But Matt Nagy's got to go.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how he keeps the job. I
Well, he's
know,
had multiple quarterbacks coming through that operation right there. It's hard
right?
to it's hard to say, hey, this is this and this is this.
Yeah.
People get blamed and then rotate, but it's just Fields is new and he is doing good, and you think he's gonna step up to Aaron Rodgers? No way, no
Dude,
way.
right? And
The dude
Aaron,
is never leaving Green Bay. They're gonna get that contract. He's gonna get that contract.
They were saying if they win it out, will he stay?
Even
Will he go?
he doesn't want to leave. Why would you want to leave? What are you gonna do?
because
You gonna go to the Vikings and win one like Brett
just
Favre and
totally
then come
farm it.
back?
Uh,
Aaron
That's what I'm
Rodgers just
saying. Like,
totally
what are you gonna
farm
do?
it. Oh,
Like,
I bet you
shoot,
my
man.
dad's like, no, yeah, Aaron Rodgers should totally farm it because
No.
then Aaron Rodgers would be
No,
the quarterback of the
Aaron
New York
Rodgers made fun
Jets.
of Favre for that.
no,
Um,
yeah, he did. He talked smack about Favre for that,
I've
but
heard a lot of
it's
people talk smack and then, they
and
turn
then you're
around.
like, hey, Brett Favre, we won, ha ha ha, with the
Right.
roof. But
hey,
it's just like, did you guys see the close up of that in the stands where the dude looked just like Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, I don't think I did, man.
Even the commentators were like, "Yo, is that like is that Aaron Rodgers' brother, or like we need to find that guy?"
Right. Yeah, but you're saying Aaron, great great performance, man. 29 for 37, 341, 4 touchdowns, and the
Yeah.
beautiful most stat line of all, 0
Interception.
interceptions,
Yeah.
man. Take care
He's
of my
only had 4 on
football.
the year.
Devontae Adams, 10 for
Oh, dude,
121,
yes.
2 touchdowns. He is the best wide receiver in the league.
Oh
No,
yeah.
he's not.
And
Cooper
yes,
Cup
he
is,
is. Oh,
but
dude, no,
Cooper
stop.
Cup is. Cooper
Stop
Cup is.
this. He's the most. Oh, we'll talk about Cooper Cup
Did you
later.
hear that? Did you hear that voice over there? It said
But
Cooper Cup.
Devontae Adams is the best wide receiver in the game.
Dude, he was
Well,
breaking
back it up.
tackles left and right.
No,
You got
my fiance loves herself some Cooper Cup, dude.
Yeah,
But I
because
think
she
she'll
knows.
tell you
She
Devontae
knows.
Adams is the best
No,
wide
she
receiver
wouldn't.
in the
Ask
league.
her right now.
No, to what?
Boom! Thank you very much. Marry that. Put the ring on that right now, dog.
There is one. It's already there.
Yeah, exactly. She knows.
so
She's
if
been
you,
better
Uh,
at in video games
so
too.
you got Aaron Rodgers throwing to Devontae Adams, and you got Stafford throwing to Cup. I don't think Stafford is quite Aaron Rodgers caliber. So
Because
so you're saying Cooper
because
Cup
Devontae
would be
Adams
better
can't run the
because
ball like Cooper Cup.
Cooper
Cooper
Cup
Cup
is
makes
doing
after
Devontae Adams
contact
numbers with a
runs.
much worse
Devontae Adams
quarterback.
does he? Yeah, he does a little bit.
that's a fair argument.
A little bit. But
I
what
mean,
is the caliber of a wide receiver after contact or before contact? I would think
you mean after the catch?
after
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying, Bray.
Because
It's
yak on a wide
after con.
receiver is yards after catch,
Okay.
not contact.
Look how mad he is. He's correcting me
No,
right now. You're
no,
good,
I'm
Bray.
just
You're
letting you
good.
know.
We all know. We all
What?
know
That's why
Cooper
I'm
Cup's the
asking you
best
what you mean.
wide receiver in the whole league.
I just wanted to clarify what you meant,
Man, I can't wait until Cooper Cup outperforms Devontae Adams.
right? And it goes
Anyway,
back to the run game. Green Bay, no really big star in that backfield, but they run the ball so effectively.
who is their running back? It's
Well, Dylan,
Dylan. Yeah, that's the guy.
15 carries, 71 yards. That's a 4.7 yards per carry average. Jones, 5 carries, 35 yards. That's an average of 7 yards a carry. Lazard carried the ball 1 time for 14 yards.
So you need 3 running backs.
But they're effective running the ball.
They are. They are.
That's what we're pointing out. They don't have a big star. They're not running for a whole bunch of yards, but they are very, very effective running the ball, which
They're making.
you don't have to have when we say you have to have a great running back in the NFL, me and
No,
Don
it's
say
Green
it
Bay
all
to
the
the Super
time.
Bowl for
What
sure. I'm
what
not going
we
to argue with you
mean,
about
what
that.
we mean is you have to have a very effective run game.
Right.
It
Well,
necessarily doesn't have to be a great running back, but you have to be effective running the ball. And Green Bay, very effective running the ball.
both sides,
Talking about three guys running the ball, all averaging over 4 yards a carry.
Well, that's what you get when you have a great quarterback, right? Because nobody's expecting you to run the ball like that. They expect the pass, and then you get this. I mean, what was it?
So the running backs
LeGarrette Blount. He was a
have a
beast.
built-in block
Well, yeah,
by the
because like
defensive play calling. So it's kind of like a blocking scheme because
you're not
they're more
expecting.
worried about the pass.
I would be too if I'm playing against Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady, LeGarrette Blount. The dude got what 3 Super Bowl rings. He didn't even play for the team the whole seasons, and then they picked him up, and then he scores multiple times. You know why? Because when you're playing against Tom Brady and an elite caliber quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, you're not expecting them to run the ball. You're not. You're protecting the pass every time.
Right. And then Monday night cap off, we have Sean McVay just extending a streak of his. Been there 5 years. He hasn't lost a single game when he's leading or the game is tied at halftime.
Dude, he's our age, Don. I think he's like 34, 33, 34.
I know, man. Trust me.
So they go into Arizona 30-23. Arizona tried to make it look like they were making a thing of it at the end, but
They weren't. They were struggling the whole game.
They totally botched it. recovering
Hashtag Rams
outside.
house.
Hashtag Rams house.
I mean, you're going against Von Miller. You're going against Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald, shout out. He's got to be one of the best defense. I'm putting
I
him up there
know.
in high
And
air.
don't they have
We
Ramsey
all
too?
we all
Yeah.
know the names I'm talking about, but Aaron Donald is up there in that elite status.
Oh
He
yeah.
is
Dude, he is
amazing.
like I mean, honestly, the Browns are right there with the top as far as like player for defensive. What's that gentleman's name? I can't
Miles
remember his
Garrett,
name. Miles Garrett. Boom.
but he doesn't have
He's.
the years on him that, and I know he's not going to be as good as Aaron
But the
Donald.
thing is, when you're a defensive player, years on you do well for you.
No, very
Top
fair.
defensive players are like 35, 40. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They're
How
big,
good was
stout
Reggie
dudes.
White in his later years?
You know what I'm
Still,
saying? I
like
mean, the thing is, the Rams are a
Bruce
team
Smith.
that need to be feared, and when they beat a team like Kansas, it really shows people because people don't
You mean
take
Arizona?
Cardinals.
Arizona. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyler Murray did not play like he should.
Nah.
You know,
I
Last
he
play
mean,
was like
he
yeah,
struggled because the pockets were closing and he wasn't getting out there, and
yeah.
it's just. And so, what's going on there?
Connor just looked good in splotches. I thought at the end of the
Good. He
game,
looked great. What are you
I
talking
wouldn't go
about? Good.
great. We're
Dude
going a
was
little
scoring left and right. Two touchdowns.
air.
Two,
Uh,
two, two. I mean,
there we
what's
go.
after one? I think it's
My fiance
two.
pops in here. Rams house.
And that is the
Very,
number of
very
touchdowns
nice.
this dude scored. But then Cooper Cup came in. How many did he score? Oh, 123 touchdown
How
from
was
who?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, because
There
you
we
know
go.
why? You know why? Cooper Cup's the best ever.
Yeah.
Can you just say it already?
Uh,
it?
I'll bring this back in a second.
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
mean, yeah,
Brit obviously was broken up there.
Cooper
He
Cup,
couldn't hear us.
Cooper Cup, very impressive. Cooper Cup is awesome. He is a
Yeah,
great wide
because
receiver.
he's finally got a
He,
quarterback that can throw him the ball.
dude, he might be the best number 3 wide receiver in a
He's not
long,
number
long
three. I don't care
time.
if he's a slot receiver.
He,
He's the number one wide receiver on that team. He's
I
the
mean,
best ever. Not ever, but he is the best wide receiver. Honestly,
very good.
arguably the best wide receiver in the league right now.
Well, you
15,
got
15 targets, dude. Goes 13 for 123 with a touchdown.
I'm just saying.
Stafford was just
Stafford
Beckham
loves that guy.
pinging him, dude.
Great.
reeling it in.
And
Michelle looks good.
they beat a team that's supposed to be pretty good. They were like clinch status.
Yeah.
And then they got beat. Come on now.
I
Come
mean,
on now.
Murray, 32 for 49, 383 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks,
It shows he's not back. Last week we talked about how he was back.
7 for
Is he back?
61 on the ground.
Okay, you can run the ball, but that's not your
He
place as
threw
a
the ball for
quarterback.
383 yards, dude.
I mean, that's true. But a win's a win and a loss is a loss.
Yeah.
But Connor, 13 carries, 31 yards, 2 touchdowns, caught the ball 9 times for 94 yards.
Yeah.
AJ Green, 7 catches, 102 yards. Very impressive game from the stars. Like this
Especially because you're
was
running with like a double sided. What's that called? With the double sided cane. What's that called when you're working with these things?
Walker.
the
Yeah,
Walker,
he's running
yeah.
with a walker.
Yeah.
Right. And then before we go into this last game,
You didn't see
uh,
AJ Green running with a walker?
yeah,
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I did
with the
it.
Philly,
Oh, okay. Sorry.
my dad wants our opinion on how can Philly get the ball to Miles Sanders more.
It's easy. Just
You can
hand the
hand it
ball
to
off.
him, or you.
No,
It's
it's fine. We're
pretty
going to talk
easy.
about them more in the playoffs because honestly, I think the
Yeah,
Eagles are going the distance for the wild card.
they just play calling. I think is what would uh do that. I guess right.
I mean, because isn't that the dude who won them the Super Bowl? Like handing that dude the ball? Wasn't it the dude?
No,
No?
no.
Who was the running back when they won the Super Bowl?
Who? Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Is it LeGarrette Blount?
No. It
Think
was.
so.
Oh my gosh! If it was, yeah, I love that dude. He's so dude. That dude like brushes off his shoulder
Isn't
hardcore.
it? Was it Scott he was
Because
the
I know.
No, I don't
Nick
remember.
Foles was the quarterback.
Nick,
Who
well,
was?
everybody knows that.
Sorry, but
Uh, it's
I'm not
okay.
as knowledgeable as you are.
It's all right. And the capper, man, my Buffalo Bills, Tampa
Did
Bay
they win?
Buccaneers, 27-33. Uh, man, once again, we have a slow start. Like we started, we did not start this game off
Y'all
well.
snails on your feet, or is
Uh,
that just like a thing for y'all, or is
hold
that
on,
like a
dude,
thing in general?
bro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking faster than your
Let me
Bills
talk
can
about my
run.
team first. But our defense did a decent job allowing the offense time to find our way into the game. But I mean, I hate relying on our defense like we are. Your defense should be there to hold leads
right?
and just slow down
What
the
two?
offense, because I shouldn't care if the offense they score here and there as long as my defense makes them punt 3-4 times in a game. I feel I should be winning this game because I shouldn't be turning the ball over and I shouldn't be not really moving the ball and not scoring. Okay, expecting not to punt is ridiculous. But if I'm punting just 2 times and I'm not missing field goals, I'm putting my kicker in easy field goals, and we have an offense that can do this. My
Right.
defense, that's what my defense is there for. But we start slow. Our defense needs to hold into the game.
Yeah, defense needs up 2 sacks on the game.
Yeah. And when I say giving us time for our offense to find our way into the game, I just mean Josh Allen.
Yeah, but
Because, like,
I
I
feel
mean,
that.
he had a
He's got to find
good
the right size
day,
shoe he
but
needs to wear.
he shouldn't be doing this, man. 36 for 54, 308, 2 touchdowns. Love it. I
and
need to.
he's still the leading rusher.
I'm getting to this, man. I'm getting to this.
You need a running back. You need a
but
solid running back.
but he throws an interception again. He's turning the ball over way too much. I'm
It's a
not a
lot of
fan
pressure
of
on one
this.
dude
This
to
is
make all these plays, man. I
well,
mean,
it's
that's the
only
bottom line.
nobody can turn the ball over for you. That's turning the ball over on you. I need him to take care of his own. And
Yeah.
I'm not sitting here going, hey, I'm not backing Josh Allen because I back Josh Allen. I back
Oh
all
yeah,
my players for
109
all my
yards.
teams. I want to
That's
see them all
phenomenal.
do well. But and it can still want me to want you to be a better player. And so that's it. 12 carries, 109 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. I cannot have him running the ball this much
Right.
because
Well,
he's
no,
getting
because they don't
hit.
have the running back, like we were
Except for the
saying.
touchdown, he's getting hit. So he got hit. Essentially, he got hit 11 more times in this game
And
than
how many
what
hits can you take as a quarterback? Not saying you.
exactly.
I mean, it's any player.
And
Like
this comes down to
you're
play
taking these
calling.
hits.
12 that comes down there's a lot of play calling. I know
Right.
he does
5
run more.
losses coming in this game, so you have a beat up. You have a beat up mentality.
Yeah, that's our
You know.
6th loss of the season. I know it doesn't look like a bad loss at all because we got back into the game. We took the Super Bowl champs, who some people have picked to be back in the Super Bowl again. We took them to overtime.
Right.
Brett, I love you, dude.
Right.
So
That was a bad loss. That was a Tom Brady loss.
that
Tom
should
Brady
be
came back
a
and
good
said,
thing.
"Bills, what's
But
up?"
Same with my
that's our
Cowboys.
6th loss. The
They're
losses have
struggling.
piled
They're
up.
struggling with the offensive line. They're struggling with the running back. They're struggling with
We're
yeah,
struggling
Diggs is.
finding our way into the game because we're down a lot. It takes us a while
I
to
know
get
you
back
hate
into the
us
game.
talking about this, but man, dude, the Bills are a very good team, but they are struggling hardcore, and I don't know if they're gonna
I,
make it to the
I
playoffs.
say this all the time. Not that part. But, good 58-yard game-winning catch by Perriman.
Yeah.
to win that game. We can't punt the ball 6 times and
No,
expect to win.
Right.
not unless you're putting in at the 2 and then stopping them before the 30.
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean, you know,
exactly. And then, of course, the teams on the bye this past week. Colts were on a bye, Patriots on a bye, Dolphins and Eagles on a bye. So maybe to accommodate uh, my dad's feelings for Miles Sanders, they're they're putting a play package together for him.
as far as
And,
that question is, I really do think that they need to improve their offensive line, and then because Hurts, 'cause I know he wasn't playing last week, but now he's going to be back in the action. I think that they need to stop relying so much on his run game. Yeah, it's cool to have a run game as far as a quarterback is concerned now,
Yeah.
but why do you think these quarterbacks that are like 40 plus
Risky.
are
Yeah.
in the league still? You know why? Because they know to stay in the pocket. Teams know to build their offensive line around that player to encourage that the pocket is developed, and that works when you're a running quarterback and that you want to run outside the pocket. That's cool, that's great, blah blah blah, but you're not going to last, and you need a quarterback that can last in your team development, that is going to be able to stay there, stay in the pocket, and then you can actually get somewhere. And that's how I honestly feel. That's why I think these guys like Fitzpatrick and
right?
uh and Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers and all these guys can stay in the league. That's why, is because they stay in the pocket and they know their
There,
team, and their
there we
team's
go,
built
some
around them.
UFC fans. If
And
anybody was wondering what happened, there you go.
Yeah. Did you see that what's that dude's name that plays on the neighbor?
Oh, don't know, man.
Uh man.
Um, and then
Zach
here we
whatever.
go. Uh, talking about like we were talking about Aaron Donald earlier. Uh, he had as many or more pressures than 14 teams this past week. I
Nah,
mean,
I'm right there with her. She's
right?
I don't know who she is, but she definitely knows what she's talking about with the football.
Aaron
Trust me,
Donald's good, man. He is so
he's very
good.
good.
And then here's my dad really optimistic about the Philly bye week, putting in some more plays for
I think
Miles
they're in the hunt.
Sanders.
I really do. I think they can make the
yeah, with
playoffs.
with with Hurts being back.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, y'all want to
Wait,
talk about
wait.
playoffs?
Are we done talking about the Bills game? Did we talk about Tom Brady and how he won in the overtime?
Yeah, we
Oh, we
mentioned.
did.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm sorry, I skipped that
yeah,
part of my notes. I
yeah.
forgot.
All right. So,
Did you hear that part, Cody?
I did hear that part.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right.
yep.
I'm sorry.
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
58-yard reception by
I should
Perriman.
I should pay more attention to
Right.
to the Buffalo loss.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start in the AFC, or Cody, do you want to start in your
We can do AFC.
familiar territory with the
We can do AFC.
NFC?
That's fine.
AFC? All right. We'll start with the East, of course. Now, everybody, the way this format works, all your division winners make the playoffs. The NFL is crazy. I see, here's my dad. Like this, playoffs? You want to talk about playoffs? I just hope we win a game and then another game. But yes, we want to talk about playoffs. But your 4 division winners will all go to the playoffs. The league is divided into 2 conferences. Each conference divided into 4 divisions. The division leaders automatically, they all make the playoffs. They're seeded 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Uh, you have the team with the best record of those 4 division winners get a bye. So they will miss the first round. They will sit at home and watch. Then you will have 3 wild cards. What the wild card is teams with the best record that did not win their division. So the top 3 teams in that category will all make the playoffs. those three teams will each play one of the division winners. How that's decided is probably by record. Number two will play 7, 3, 6, 4, and 5. And that, of course, will be arranged by record. Um, so, AFC, we'll start in the East. New England sitting at 9-4, Buffalo 7-6, Miami 6-7, Jets 3-10. Donnie Shoemaker, who do you have winning this division, sir?
The truth is, Patriots.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do, I do. Unfortunately, I want the Bills to win for it. I know I talk a lot of crap about them, on the show, but I really wish they would win. But I really do think Mac Jones is playing on all cylinders. You know,
Mac Jones is
Bill
really, really
Belichick
good.
builds his teams around his quarterback, and he has success with it, and that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's
Cody?
a mastermind. I mean, division, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
What were you saying about Bill?
Oh, I mean, he's a mastermind.
yeah, yeah.
Right.
He needs to show his pride right now this year because he's so mad that he let Tom go and that Tom went out because Tom wants to dance on a boat this year too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he does.
Oh
He
yeah,
That's
does.
my dad. He agrees with all of us. So, oh, yeah. I say New England too.
yeah.
So we have a
Yeah.
clean sweep for New England. AFC North. I had to sit for a little while here, man. This one was tough. Baltimore 8-5, Cleveland 7-6, Cincinnati 7-6, Pittsburgh 6-1. They all have two division games left. One
Yeah.
of them being at the end of the game, Baltimore and Pittsburgh.
Say that one.
Cody,
Say that one more time. You cut out.
oh, they all have two division games left. One of those being Baltimore and Pittsburgh
All right.
at the end cap. Who do you have winning this division, Code?
I think if the Ravens can pull it off against Big Ben, I'll go with Ravens leading that one.
Don?
The Browns.
You got
100%.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you're a confident 100%, huh?
100%. The Ravens. Jackson got hurt last week. The
Hmm?
Browns are coming in. Yeah, they don't have Yeah, they have Chubb and Hunt is a little hurt, but I think the team's firing a little bit better than they have been all season. They struggled at the middle season, and they were doing very well at the beginning of the season. I
Right.
think the Browns are a team that nobody expects really to do anything, but I really do think
Right.
the Browns, 100%.
Browns.
I think that also
So,
depends
so
on.
if you go to Vegas right now and you bet Browns, just remember who got you there. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think it depends also if Baker's out this game, then if they can pull off that win, I guess.
Chubb is so good. All you have to
Yep.
do is hand him the ball. Who they have to
And
throw to? Landry?
my dad's going. Firmouth will catch the game-winning touchdown to beat Baltimore and win the division.
Can we put some money on that?
That's
I'll
I
bet you any money you want. What's up?
I have Pittsburgh winning this division.
I have you on
Yeah,
Cash App.
you got Big Ben. You got Big Ben, huh?
I got Pittsburgh winning this division.
I
Here,
love Pittsburgh, but they've been really struggling. They
yeah,
have. And
too
look at
bad the Steelers.
anybody whose last name is Smeal, I'm not hating on you for loving the Steelers. I want the Steelers to win, but Big Ben is not going to pull it off. They need to move forward.
I think we'll
Terrible
have a
towels.
I think we'll have a clean sweep here. AFC South, Tennessee 9-4, Indy 7-6.
Right?
You see anything? Is this a clean sweep?
I think Tennessee is struggling really, really bad. It's
Well,
unfortunate they're getting a spot.
I mean, that's who my pick is to win that one
You you
It's
got
not
that
because I live here.
no bias or anything,
right,
Tennessee man. No, it's fine.
Don?
I know you're a Dallas fan.
Yeah,
Um, with the games with the amount of games that they have, they probably will pull it off. I do think it should be the Colts, but there's nothing we can do about that.
Right. I'm sure
You
we're
know,
not done talking about the Colts though.
and I hate saying it. It's just Derrick Henry is hurt, man. They've been struggling ever since then. It literally took Taylor 4 weeks to pass Derrick Henry as far as like yards completed for running back
Yeah,
overall. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. That's how good that G is, man. He is a beast. You remember
I
when
don't
he
know.
was
Somehow
like second?
turned it
He's like
off.
one or two running back. The dude is a G. 130 pounds, almost like 6 foot over, and he's running like that many. How are you gonna
Linebacker.
stop that? How are you gonna stop that? You know what I'm saying? You're
Right.
not. You're not. And unfortunately, he got hurt, and that's how it goes. And so you gotta do what you gotta do. But I think if things played out further on, I think that Indianapolis would pull forward.
All right. Well, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we'll have a little something to say about them in a second. AFC West: Kansas City 9-4, Chargers 8-5, Denver 7-6, Vegas 6-7. I have Kansas City pulling out this division.
Same,
Yeah,
sir. Same. Unless Chargers can, keep
I,
rallying.
I like that guy's opinion right
Can
there.
they catch them? Can they catch them now?
They're only one win behind.
Right. Okay.
Well, one
Then
win, one loss, but still.
we'll jump over NFC. We'll stay in the West. We'll jump over to the NFC. Arizona 10-3, Rams at 9-4, Niners 7-6, Seattle 5-8. Donnie, who you have pulling out this division?
Man, I think the Rams are a better team. 100%. I'm not just saying that because I'm talking crap to Britt. I really do think the Rams are a better team. I mean, Matthew Stafford is finally firing on all cylinders. He's got the best wide receiver in the whole league, Cooper Cup. And
Guys
no,
going
the
Kansas City
Cardinals
too.
are struggling. I mean, you know, Murray really isn't firing. He's not. He ran 2 touchdowns. He threw 2 touchdowns 2 weeks ago. But for 129 or something like that. So that just tells me that he really is struggling with his throwing arm this week, and that's unfortunate. I mean, a dude with that caliber talent, and then you go in and blah blah blah. The truth is, you're going into a playoff setting. You do not win if you are a weak team in certain aspects. So I hope that the Rams take it.
I'm also going with the Rams. It's my pick. Cody,
I think
I
you know.
wasn't expecting that, Britt.
I think you
my
know.
dad's going Rams too.
I wasn't.
No, I
Wasn't
think the
expecting.
I think the Rams can take it. They're separated by one game with Arizona. Like you said, Arizona. Uh, Mur- I think there's enough left for the Rams to take it. I
Yeah.
thought they should have won it, been in the
Yeah.
lead, but there was a few little slip ups. But I
Right.
think they were just slip ups, and they didn't mean anything.
Right.
Give
I,
me 1 second,
I,
please.
I was on the fence on Cardinals, Rams, but I think defenses are starting to pick apart Cardinals offense. So we'll go with Rams.
Yeah, and here's it's like a few dropped 3 straight games. Yeah, they did, but they're right in it. I think they pull it off.
Oh yeah.
Then Cody, NFC West, Tampa's at 10-3, Atlanta 6-7, New Orleans 6-7,
You got
Carolina 5-8.
I look
I have Tampa Bay holding on to this
I learned
and
this a
winning this
long time
division.
ago from you, sir, for our many bets back and forth. Never bet against the GOAT. Unless it's your team, and then of course you want your team to beat the
Go
GOAT.
with your heart. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go with Tampa Bay on that.
And Donnie, you're just in time.
No, I know. Honestly, I
NFC
wish.
South, my friend.
Okay, so we're going Tampa Bay, obviously. I hate saying it. Tom Brady's so freaking good, dude. Honestly, I have him on my
Oh, Cody,
roster.
I'm sorry, Cody. Who was your NFC West pick?
Tampa Bay.
No, NFC West.
Oh, I picked the Rams. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I was Rams too. Sorry
right.
if
Yeah,
if I,
I
if I
got
had
you.
some confusion.
No, none. Okay,
Yeah. No,
yeah,
I said I was going back and forth on Cardinals,
right.
Rams, but
The South, Don.
Okay, so obviously it's Tampa
Yeah,
Bay. I mean, what we got? The Falcons. Like I love Cincinnati. I mean, I love the Saints. I really do, but they're struggling very, very,
yeah,
very bad. So Tom Brady is gonna clutch it again, and I really hope the Super Bowl is gonna play out how I hope my my bracket is filled out because I think it would be a very good game.
right. NFC North, Green Bay 10-3, Minnesota 6-7. The other two are inconsequential. Uh, I have Green Bay.
Green Bay's got that.
I mean, they're 4 games up. I mean, what, the Vikings are gonna somehow take over. I mean, Green Bay. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fire Mike Zimmer. Get a better quarterback, and then somehow that Aaron Rodgers retires, and then we can talk about
Yeah.
the
Kirk
Vikings
Cousins is
actually
not
pulling through.
winning.
And then the NFC East, we have Dallas sitting at 9-4, Washington 6-7, Philly 6-7, the Giants 4-9. I have Dallas holding on to this and winning this division very, very easily. What say you, Cody?
I don't know. Yeah, for sure.
Hold up, hold up. We them boys.
Boy.
And
Yeah, man.
Donnie, what say you for the NFC East?
The boys, man.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm,
Oh, just cut
I'm not
out.
hating on the boys.
Go
I'm not
for
a
it
fan of the
again. Go
boys.
for it again. You cut out, Don.
I'm not a fan of the boys, but I think that they finally started getting on a team that could actually fire on some cylinders that could actually win that division.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Renee, back to them saying Rams should be on top of the West. I feel they should be too. That little slip up shouldn't have happened.
Well, I mean,
But
slip ups
and they are
happen, so
better than.
obviously if you
I think
should
they are
be,
better
you
than
would be,
Arizona.
and I ain't hating because I think they should be, but come on now.
Yeah, Dad took Tampa. Dad
Isn't that
took
a
Green
struggle, right?
Bay,
You and your dad like saying Tampa's gonna pull off is like a real struggle.
and then Dallas, or my dad again going with Dallas, and the Rookie of the Year, Michael Parsons.
I think he might win Defensive Player of the Year.
All
Right,
right, all right, all right,
and
guys.
then we
Who?
got these 4 division winners. Who is your number 1 seed? Who does not have to play football in the first round and gets an easy pass into the second round of the playoffs?
Pats, Patriots.
I also have the Pats and Patriots.
Yeah, I hate. Yeah,
Pats and Patriots.
Pats and Patriots, man.
Oh, Pack.
No, Patriots and Packers.
Yeah,
Green Bay.
Yeah.
that's who I have.
Yeah.
Cody.
He's like, man, I wish I could say Dallas.
That's what I was going to say.
I knew it. I knew it. I know. I
There's enough
love
games
Texas
left.
fans, man.
There's enough games left.
Cody
They're
is a
one, they're
true
one game.
Texas fan, man.
They're one game behind Green Bay and Tampa. So
Yo,
there's 2 teams above.
the team
I
isn't
know.
organized
Hey,
as
I'll take
well.
the odds at the casino though, man.
You probably win out a lot of money if you bet that for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and stop if you're gambling. Stop when the fun stops.
We don't gamble here. We're
No,
straight
you
edge.
you have to say that as a disclaimer because he talked about betting. So you should be like, hey, because there are people dealing with it.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know what you're talking about, Bert.
So if the fun stops, stop. But yeah, gotta have good odds on that. Hit your bookie.
20 on red, real quick.
And then wild card teams, AFC. Uh, in the hunt, we got as standings now stand. Um, I know we all didn't pick current division winners, so the
I want
teams
Brown Chargers Colt.
we got the Chargers 8-5, Colts 7-6, Buffalo 7-6, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Denver 7-6, Pittsburgh 6-1,
And that's just because you're
Vegas
my friend, Britt.
6-7,
Because
Miami
honestly,
6-7.
I think Cleveland's gonna take Buffalo's spot. And Buffalo's gonna be in the
So,
round for the
who are your
in the
third
hunt.
three wild cards?
You talking to me?
Yeah, Donnie. Sorry, I didn't say Donnie. Donnie,
um,
who are your three wild card
I mean,
teams?
I think as far as like overall, I really do think that Buffalo deserves an actual spot in the playoffs and not a wild card spot.
There's three of
So
them. Who do you
just
have?
for general and purpose, it's the Browns, Chargers, and Colts.
Donnie, you got the Browns, Chargers, and the Colts.
With a little bit of asterisk by the Browns, because I do think that it could be a switch up between
So
with
you
Buffalo.
have Baltimore falling and not even getting a wild card.
It's just because of the place that they are. I mean, you can't fight the your number that you are now.
I can't say anything because so do I.
So
Because
it's
I
just, it's
have
just the way
Pittsburgh
that it
winning
is.
that division, and I didn't pick Baltimore.
And I honestly think Pittsburgh is done. And I hate saying that, Miss Smeal, you're a G. But it's just like I'm sorry.
And
Maybe next
Cody,
year
oh,
when
sorry.
Roethlisberger isn't there. I know.
Cody, who are your three wild cards?
Yeah, I was gonna say Colts, Baltimore, and
Well,
Chargers.
you had Baltimore winning the North,
Oh
didn't
yeah,
you?
yeah. Sorry. Um,
But
Colts, Chargers, Browns.
dang, yeah, I went with
That's what you went with, Don, right?
yeah,
That's the best
yeah,
choice, Cody.
I went with the Chargers, the Colts,
Every 8 years, Brit actually wins. So you know what I'm saying.
and Buffalo
There's like Brit's good.
making the play as your three wild card teams.
Who were yours,
Uh,
Brit? I'm sorry, I talked your whole time.
Chargers, Colts, and Bills.
Bills as a
You
wild.
really put
Are,
Bills? Okay, so you're right
yeah,
there with me.
we're gonna make it.
But you don't think they're gonna
It's,
actually make the playoff? That makes me second guess my choices.
we are making the
Because the dude
playoffs.
who loves the Bills, the whole aspect of this podcast through the table is based on Bills, and he doesn't even think the Bills are gonna make it
Yeah, we are
as
making it.
as a contender, not wild card.
We're gonna win it.
I hope they do. I
Ooh,
hope
we're
they
making the
do.
playoffs. We're not winning the division,
Because you made me feel
sadly.
like maybe I didn't know what I was doing as far as that fill out goes.
Uh,
How far do you think the Bills are gonna make it?
uh,
Anybody
I
who
think
says
we'll
the
make it.
Chargers needs to be out is a liar.
Yeah. Uh, I think that I have the Chargers. I think they're good and exciting, but I don't think it's their time yet. I don't think they're a playoff team. I think they make it, but they'll get trounced in the first round. We'll see what Denver can do. Denver might have something to say about the Chargers making it.
I hope not.
What, what did you say something? I couldn't hear you because I thought you said something that was unrealistic, but I wasn't too
Uh,
sure. Repeat it again.
and their Bills will win and one way to get home.
Okay, I believe that.
Yeah. Thanks.
What's going off with the NFC?
Yeah, Bills will upset New England. We're gonna play. Yeah, I think Bills make it to the AFC Championship game.
No way.
I don't know if we'll win it, but we'll make it. No, we will win it. We're going
I
to the
will
Super
tell you
Bowl.
what I have for the actual
We'll get there.
semifinals.
Let's do the
I didn't want to press that too
NFC
hard.
wild cards. Uh, we told you the divisional standings. So the teams still in the hunt for wild card. You got the Rams at 9-4, San Francisco 7-6, Washington 6-7, with Minnesota, Philly, Atlanta, and New Orleans. And then still in the hunt, you have Carolina and Seattle at 5-8. Did any one of y'all pick Carolina or Seattle to make? No, I would think so.
The bye, no. Green Bay all the way for the bye.
Yeah. That was a clean sweep.
I mean,
There. So
Aaron Rodgers loves being in the NFC. He's like, I got it every year, 100%.
So Cody, who are your 3 wild cards?
I want to be optimistic. Rams.
Well, you have the Rams winning the division, so
No,
you're going Arizona.
No, I didn't.
I thought you did.
Did I? Okay.
I thought you said Rams.
Oh yeah. Arizona. I give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe Vikings can pull it out. I'm on the fence. I don't want to say San Francisco, but we'll call it San Fran.
That's me.
Really?
That's what I got too.
San Fran? This is why you can never win fantasy football, Brett.
Yeah.
Okay. My 3 wild cards are the Rams, Eagles, and Saints. All right.
You had the Rams winning the division too, I thought.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No, I talk a lot of smack because I want the Rams to win, but
you have Arizona winning that division.
Yeah. My three teams that are actually gonna like boom are the Packers, Cowboys, and Cardinals.
Right. So who
do you want to guess the last one?
So you have the Rams as a wild card?
Yeah, Rams, Eagles, and Saints are my wild card.
Rams.
I didn't stutter. I didn't stutter. Did you hear that?
The Rams.
You have the Saints.
The Eagles.
Eagles. Did you hear the next one?
And the Saints.
New Orleans, bro.
Ooh,
What's up? What's up? Y'all look like you don't know what I'm talking about because you don't.
And here's
they can never stop Mac Jones. Mac Jones for life.
Mac Jones, he's going to be hard to
He's super good. He's very
really,
good.
Really
he's
good.
a very intelligent player.
He might take that team to the Super Bowl if it's not my Bills.
I can't wait to talk about who's making it.
But yeah, so we'll start with you, Cody.
Oh, in Tampa. Sorry, I forgot to say that. That was my last one.
Who do you think comes out of the AFC?
Out of the wild card?
No. Who do you think out of the AFC?
Who's the top contender?
Semifinals?
Yeah. No. Yeah. Like the Super Bowl. Who wins it for the AFC?
Who wins it for the AFC? That's a hard one, bro. That's a hard one. I don't want to say New England, but somehow I think they can do it. It was either Chiefs or New England. So, I think the Chiefs want it bad enough because of last year, just flop in the Super Bowl. But Belichick.
Yeah.
So we'll call it New England.
New England, and who do you think? Well, actually, we'll just stick AFC. Donnie, who comes out of the AFC.
Do you see the fireworks going off right now?
I see fireworks going off.
You know who it is, Britt. It's the ultimate rematch, man. It's going to be Patriots, Tampa Bay, Super Bowl. Calling it right now. Right now. Tom Brady's going to stuff New England and walk off the field like, I'm going to give that card to whoever player did the second best, whatever.
I
And I'm
mean,
gonna say what's up to my supermodel wife while I gloat about my 8th ring.
yeah, I,
I don't.
you don't get no argument from me, really.
And I
Uh,
hate saying that but realistically,
on the
man,
AFC side, I'm gone. Yeah,
and
whatever.
I hope it's Bills, but it's not. It's gonna be
So do I.
Patriots because I
So
have for the semifinals Patriots Kansas City, but I think Patriots are gonna take it
yeah, because Kansas City will probably have that number 2 seed.
because Mac Jones doesn't have the Tom Brady curse on him yet, and Mahomes does.
I'm gonna.
Cody, who do you think the Patriots will be playing in the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna do it up just like I do my drafts and be highly optimistic. We the
Oh, are you?
boys.
If they make it, I hope
We
they
the
win. I
boys.
mean, that's all I gotta say about that. They're not gonna make it that far, but if they do, I hope they make it
All right.
because life
Well,
out here is gonna be so much easier when they win.
uh, I'm going Green Bay.
Really?
I
You think
think.
Pat's Green Bay?
I think. Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
going
you're
past
right.
Green Bay,
I mean, I hope I hope Aaron Rodgers does get his due, but I don't think so.
and I'm going Green Bay to win that game.
For the whole thing.
Really? Over everything? I have Tampa
Yep.
win
The
You
the
whole
have
Super Bowl.
Tampa beat New England,
Yeah. Tom
and
Brady's dancing
Cody.
off a
Who do
boat
you
for
have
sure
winning the
again.
Super Bowl?
my
That
team.
Dallas versus Patriots.
I gotta go Cowboys all the way, man.
You got Dallas winning the Super Bowl. Well, this is
It's probably a
definitely
far fetch, but
hey,
one can dream.
All
it
right, so
is.
Mr. Smeel, Chiefs Bucks, who's gonna win?
Yep, that goes Chiefs and Bucks in the Super Bowl. And coming out that
Dang, a repeat? I don't know about that.
Tom Brady's gonna win again, guys. I'm sorry, he is.
He's gonna lose out. He's gonna fluke.
That dude does not lose. I'm
I
saying
bet you
that
dollars to donuts. I
No,
bet
every time I
you
put money
I
on,
know Renee's
I already
Super
owe Britt
Bowl
$100
matchup,
to win our league, dude. I'm
and I'm
telling
pretty
you,
sure I
dude,
know who she'll
that
pick to
dude
win
is
the
so
Super
good.
Bowl.
He's gonna win again. He has his mental superiority over all teams is killer.
Who's that?
Um,
the
his
goat.
last names with 80.
Is that how
And
many Super Bowls he's gonna win before he retires?
I mean, shoot, if he wins one more, nobody can even say anything about it.
No,
But he's not gonna even retire if he wins this
I don't
year.
think so.
He's gonna play so many. Dude looks better than me, and he's freaking like 43. I wish I looked like Tom Brady. You know, I mean, come on, dude. The dude's a beast, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, I got full faith in my team.
I mean, you should. I mean, I didn't just sound there like I have full faith in my team, but rest assured, everybody.
You know us
I,
Cowboy fans. We always got a
hey, it's.
Yo, the Cowboys are never gonna win.
I
Not
know.
anytime soon.
Super Bowl.
Washington has a better chance of winning than the Cowboys.
So what happens if the Cowboys win?
Then the
Um,
Cowboys win
I
the
come up and
Super
wash your
Bowl.
car.
All right. Nah, I want to watch.
No,
Oh
it's good. I
man,
just want to come up and visit you.
Oh yeah. Hey, okay. Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. You fly out here
I'll fly out here and do the podcast with you
for the Pooper Bowl.
for the Super Bowl. Dude, if the Cowboys get to the Super Bowl, I'll fly me and Britt out to you to together.
Hey, you know Brit's only like 8 hours from me. What?
And
What?
I'm like
what?
almost 10 plus.
10 hours.
Yeah,
How
I
many
know.
hours was it? I messaged you the other night. Remember Brit?
No. I guess me grabbing my phone means.
I'm
I don't think your
looking.
dad's gonna answer.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, 8 hours.
Uh,
It's an 8 hour drive to Brick.
All right. Well,
yeah.
we are gonna
Well,
offer for our fans. We are gonna offer a prize for a playoff bracket that is correct. So you have, was it 4 weeks from now? Brit, 4 weeks from now.
yeah. There's 4 game weeks left.
All right, so 4 weeks. If you have commented on our podcast, I mean, I guess it's a video podcast, whatever it's called.
It's
Um, it's
podcast.
saying both, but we will be giving off a prize for who does the best as far as your playoff bracket, and Britt will talk more about that next week.
Yeah, we will. But everybody in the comments, thank you for participating. Love the interaction. Cody, thank you for joining us tonight, man. It was great, and anytime we can have you on, dude. Like, awesome to have you on. Uh, Donnie, once again, my friend, thank you for joining me.
Thank you,
Really
Britt,
love
for having me
this.
on. Thank you
Yeah,
from the people across the ocean, across the sea. Was is that the better terminology? But thank you guys for watching us.
right. And we'll see you next. We'll see y'all next week after week 15. Review that, and we'll see how all our predictions are ending up to shape up. But until then, everybody have a great week, and we'll see you next week.
Later.